This isn't my brainchild. So I don't have a name.
Yeah. We can call it Welcome to Fireside with Rosswill Homes.
All right.
Because we're beside the fire.
Best we can come up with.
Well, what do you want to say?
No, I like it.
Okay, welcome to Fireside with Rosswill Homes. Danny, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Just talk to me, man.
Yeah. What am I? You want me to introduce myself to you?
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself for our viewers?
Okay. Yeah. My name's Danny. I was born in Surrey, BC, raised in Lloydminster. And so I've lived here ever since, I guess. I don't know.
Ever since when?
Why don't you tell me something about yourself? Ever since I was 5.
5.
Yeah.
So how old are you now?
33.
So how many years is that? It's a lot.
28.
Okay, that was a skill testing question. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still want me to tell you something about myself?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Jesse, and I've lived here for 20 years now. And right out of high school, I ended up in construction, and I'm still doing it. So, here's to that.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's good. So, first question on a cheat sheet here today is Lloydminster related, and it's what's something about building and renovating in Lloydminster that people from bigger cities just wouldn't believe, whether it's about weather, rules, or people, or whatever. What do you think something different about building in Lloyd than other centers?
I don't have a clue.
Oh, well, why don't you give me your first question then?
Okay. What's something or a moment in a job in Lloydminster that made you think, this is why I love my job?
A moment, hey?
Yeah.
This
is why I love
one moment.
Here
like you gotta. Like there's so many moments that lead to it. I mean, like I always tell people, you got to be careful what you get into out of high school because at some point you just get stuck doing what you've always done. It was easy for me to get into construction, and I just, I think there's been lots of moments. I liked working with people. I like the forward facing, you talk to clients. You get to build things with your hands. I liked building things. I've been doing it ever since I was a kid, as you know. I started with tree forts, and then a neighbor in town, he would tear down my tree fort because he thought it was dangerous and he didn't want kids going up on it. And I would go deeper into the forest and try and build a bigger, better tree fort. And that happened 6 times until I had a 2-story tree fort where I had a log with a pulley, and you could exit the tree fort by going down this rope, but I only had one pulley, so the log would kind of hit you on the way down if you weren't careful. I was a kid, it probably was dangerous, but I that's where it started for me, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
What about you?
Well, I started delivering newspapers.
No, I know, but what got you into building?
No, yeah, but I didn't get stuck delivering newspapers is what I wanted to say. Because you were saying sometimes you get stuck with what you start with.
Well,
so I started delivering newspapers, and thankfully I'm not still delivering newspapers. Because
I'm kind of easygoing.
I paid terribly. It was
really easygoing.
$10 or $20 a week, you had to, I remember figuring out as a kid how many, well, it wasn't weeks, it was how many years I had to deliver newspaper for to buy a bike. And it was it was 5 years of delivering newspapers before I could buy my first bike. I never got my bike because I'd usually go buy Heidi's Donuts in town. Yeah, I used to go down to Heidi's Donuts, get myself a big apple fritter.
Yeah.
So that's where most of my money went. And then they had those action figures. This is a real sidebar. They had those action figures behind the counter up on top there. Those were the gold that you wanted.
Right.
You couldn't afford them, but you wanted them.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to your question?
Yeah, but what was the moment where you're construction's for me, I like it. What is it about it for you?
Yeah, I don't know if it's specifically construction. Construction was kind of the avenue for me, but more so than anything, it was I like running a business. I like navigating all the relationships and just dealing with all the different aspects that are involved in any business. And construction was just the natural thing for me to do. We built our first house in 2015. And so after that, it was kind of just the natural progression to get into that. And yeah, it's been lots of fun since then.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah. Well, there's ups and downs.
Yeah, for sure.
As you know, like me and my brothers were always forced to do chores, and we did the tree fort thing. But then we had the bright idea of each of us should go into a different trade, and then eventually we could build houses. So it was kind of always the dream for us. I think initially I went into plumbing and heating, and nobody was doing that yet because I was third oldest. So I was kind of pioneering the whole thing. And then afterwards, Nathan went into electrical, Marty went into plumbing, Luke went into framing, and we kind of unraveled that. And then somehow ended up stuck with you instead of them.
Yeah, I don't know
how that happened.
It was a raw deal.
The dump trailer.
It was the dump trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
How does landing your first build go? Like, how does that just happen? You get the first contract for a build. Can you tell us about that story and like what that entire process was?
Yeah.
No, like I'll take this one.
You will?
Yeah. Like we'll do a shout out to my brother because he was the first person.
Not true.
Well, as a company, I should say, when we were first incorporated as Rosswill Homes, he was the first one.
No, that's not true.
Well, who was the first one then?
Turtle Lake. That was the first one as a business.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
And really, I think Lloyd gets in times, I think this is something that's unique to Lloyd. Lloyd gets in times where, and this is a question that I asked you and that you didn't answer.
Oh, go ahead.
But it's Lloyd gets into pinch points because there's only so many people here. And for the whole year, there's only so many trades in town. And every fall, like we're in right now, it gets into this place where you just can't even find anybody to do your project if you're a last minute Betty and you just didn't do any pre-planning and then you're looking for a framer. And I remember it was Vlad, our masonry guy.
Yeah.
He said, hey, this guy at Turtle Lake is really looking for someone to do the framing on it. Like, would you guys be interested? And me and Luke said, yeah. And I mean, that was it. Like, that was our first full-time build. And then after that, they just haven't really stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we rolled into Steve's.
And then we rolled into Steve's,
sorry.
yeah. We lived in your house.
Yeah. The first build we did was like an hour and a half out of town. And so for whatever reason, he was like a quarter mile from my place that I'd already built. And so I, for whatever reason, thought it'd be a good idea to just let the guys stay at our place. And so I think it was actually not that bad for us, but it was bad for the guys because we'd have like a crying baby all night and they'd be like sleeping downstairs. Haven't they? Listen to the crying baby.
And then there was the sheet on the door of the bathroom.
Yeah, we didn't have any walls. We didn't have any walls framed in the basement.
We had to pre-finish the bathroom to the extent where we could kind of use it.
Yeah, the basement was completely unfinished, and so we just threw some
drywall.
Yeah, we threw a little bit of drywall up,
threw a tub in,
threw a sheet up across the bathroom door, and so it was pretty good accommodations.
Yeah, right? When you talk about,
we cooked for them a lot too.
Yeah, when you talk about pioneering a business, I'm not sure anybody ever thinks of this part of it. When literally like getting by from a random call, a random referral, and then I think you make something of it because you have that in mind. That's the drive, and the more pieces that come your way, you slowly try to build a picture that sticks.
Do you want me to ask you a question?
Well, what's next on your sheet?
What's one myth about builders or construction that drives you crazy because it's not true?
Square foot pricing.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
That's what you're going to say?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Square foot pricing. Yeah, it's not a thing.
What drives you crazy about that?
Because it's not a thing. To come up with the idea of square foot pricing, you'd have to imagine that every house is exactly the same in the way it's built. As a kid building tree forts, not every tree fort was the same. Like, every house is totally different. Like, if you don't want to talk about my tree forts, I'll move on from that. But every house is totally different. So, like, you're imagining that I'm like picking off a cell sheet. Yeah, every house is going to have, that's the square footage, this many studs, and you're gonna count it out and be able to explain, why one house is more than the other. And there's thousands of selections within a house and different shapes that a roof can be, how much wall space interior wise you're going to have in it to compartmentalize it. And there's just so many things. I mean, it's really just a sales tactic to give somebody a reference. But what is the biggest myth is I think people really cling to that early on in the build. I think people sign contracts based on that. And what, we've tried to do different is really show that, we need to dive a little bit deeper than that to actually help predict the costs of what you're picturing in your mind so that you're not disappointed in the end, or worse, you can't afford it in the end. I think square foot pricing is the worst common thing that gets talked about that's ever happened to the new home industry, because it just sets people up for failure.
Yeah, like I think it's obviously it has a place in the situation where you can use it as a tool to help understand the general cost of a build early on. But beyond that, it has no real value. It doesn't really help anything. It's just it can be used as a tool to figure out, okay, can I afford to build a 5,000 square foot house in general or not? Or can I afford to build a 1,500 square foot house? It can be used in that way early on to kind of set the larger budget, but outside of that, it has limited ability to offer.
There's just too much emphasis on it. There's too much emphasis on it, because
for sure, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing.
What it gets used as now is not just, here's probably what your house is going to cost. Now it gets used as a sales tactic where, builders who build a spec home, who know how to engineer it to be the absolute cheapest box they can possibly build, they figure that out, and then they set that as their square foot price, and then it gets marketed that way, like to people, like, hey, we can build a house for this. So it's not just about like it's not even about referencing what it's probably going to cost for people anymore. It's all of a sudden, here's an unrealistic, number for building a house that only a builder could possibly achieve by building the simplest, most uninspired product that could possibly hit the market. And that's why it doesn't even work as that tool, because you've just set people up for failure, because they're never going to hit that.
Yeah, for sure. It has some use though.
It does, yeah. As long as people know, that's what, when you ask a builder typically, what's your square foot price? Instantly they think, oh, we're in a sales game now. Mm-hmm. And they think, I can build a house for this cheap per square foot. But what I always tell customers, I can build a house for that, like a square box that's ugly, but you can't. You don't want to. You're not going to want your house to look like that.
Nobody wants the entry-level square foot price that every builder can do. Everybody wants some form of the Pinterest board they've got going, or
well,
some
they don't
form
even have
of
the buying power to do it. When they're going to stores and picking out flooring and stuff, like, we're not doing that. We're working with partners and getting already discounted prices and then marketing our product. They don't have any of those advantages when they go to build their own home. So it just doesn't really work because of all those pressures. And I just wish people knew that.
Fair enough.
Here's your question. It's experience related, just so you know. So do you want me to move on to the next one?
I'm very experienced.
Okay. What's one lesson a younger version of you in the trades needed to learn the hard way? And how did you change the way you work now?
That's like 3 questions.
Yeah, that was a lot of questions in one. What's one lesson a younger version of you in the trades needed to learn the hard way? And how did it change the way you work now?
I've never really worked in the trades. It's almost like when I go swing a hammer, I'm working with Luke, because I need someone smarter than me to tell me what to do. I don't know how to frame a house. I mean, I built my own house, but I can accept the imperfections in my own build, not knowing what I'm doing, because it's my own house. So I just have to answer to myself.
Right.
Oh shoot, I put the window in the wrong spot. Well,
so maybe you should ask me this question.
You go ahead and answer it.
I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around it a little bit. Well, it's what is something I had to learn the hard way, and how does it change the way I work now?
Oh, I got an answer for you. Something I had to learn the hard way.
Okay.
Go. You can't be the cheapest and offer great service. That's something we
Yeah.
learned the hard way.
I
Trying
think-
to be really affordable.
Oh, we talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
You know, the phases of the new construction business. There's the, oh, businesses charge so much, I can come and do it for so much cheaper, and you just like think you can help people so much and charge way less than your competitors and just swoop up the whole market and take over. That's the Superman phase. And then there's the reality bites phase, where you realize like all the extra costs of running around and quoting and talking to people and just vehicles and shops and tools and all that stuff. And then you get the, okay, I'm still going to be the cheapest phase, but then you're trying to hold your project to like the standard of affordability, and your customer service is like way out of whack because people are like, hey, can you, and you're like, no, don't even talk to me. I don't have time to talk to you because I just have to get this task done before 5 o'clock or I'm going to lose money. And then you kind of like got to round it out to a point where you're like the same price as everybody else, you know, and you can provide a good service. You can hit all the points. And I think I see it in right now, like when I see listings, and I know some of the new construction companies, and I'll see they're building a house and the price point's super good, and they're advertising like quartz and tile shower and all the dreams, and we're going to do it for the best price ever. And you just know, you know, they're going to do that one time and realize they didn't make a dime. And so it's a one-off.
That's a tough lesson to learn.
It is a tough. We did it. Remember?
Never feels good.
No, it doesn't feel good. It's not. What's the word to use? Repeatable.
Sustainable?
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And then it just creates more confusion in the market.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can get one of those deals, it's sweet, but they're one-offs for sure.
for sure.
Yeah. I didn't answer this question. You answered it. What was your answer again?
Which one?
Oh, you can't be the best and the cheapest.
Yeah, you can't be the best and cheapest. We kind of just answered it around that way. That was a lesson we learned. We wanted to be kind of top of the class, top of the industry, and you can't do that and be the cheapest person in town. It just won't work.
No.
They're not compatible. You know?
No, definitely not. I mean, that's like almost like a business lesson more than like a trades lesson.
Yeah, I got no real trades lessons.
Well, as a trades, I'll give you one.
Okay.
As a trades
Is
lesson.
it about me?
No,
Okay.
it's about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Trades lesson is like, I remember, I'll give you two. I just thought of two simultaneously, so I got to get them out of my mind. But the first one is like, I remember like just caring too much about people's pocketbooks, and you just like try and crush a job as fast as you can. And there were some things like maybe I should spend some more time on that. No, it's good enough, you know, and you just walk away from it. And then you get those callbacks and you're going back and then nobody's getting paid, and you kind of just screwed everybody over, the customer, your company, yourself, you know, learning to take the time to do just perfect work every time, like as perfect as you can do. And when you have that moment where you think, it'll be fine, you know, instead of thinking it'll be fine, you just determine in your own mind to say, nope, that's going to bother me. I'm going to change that. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to tear that apart and I'm going to redo it. And that was hard for me, like to just, you know, because I saw the costs always on both sides, and you also don't want to admit you made a mistake,
especially
either.
you.
Well,
I can see that being really hard.
My nickname is Humble.
No.
Yeah, that's one. And I already forgot what the other one I was going to say. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your next question?
This is a good one for you, I think. But if you had to describe your crew using characters from a movie or a TV show, what characters would you describe them as? I don't know any TV shows or characters, so that's why this question's really for you.
If I had to describe my crew,
yeah, who's who in the TV show?
Like, I got to break it all down. Like, there's a lot of guys.
Well, you don't have to do everybody. Just pick the character, like the ones that pop to your mind.
Luke's like Superman. I mean, I hope this doesn't air on the podcast.
But Rewind.
He is the best at what he does that I've ever seen. I
wouldn't describe him as Superman.
He is no one competes with the quality of his work or his time frames simultaneously. You know, we have all those employees, they come in our office and they're justifying what they want to get paid. And they're like, well, I do good work. Sure, I take twice as long as I should, but I do good work. And then there's the other guys who are like, yeah, I built a house in a week, so I'm awesome. But, you know, that's the warranty.
That's the warranty callback nightmare.
Yeah, that's the warranty callback nightmare. You know, and Luke has the ability to kind of, and he never compromises. He never has.
No.
He never has. If I'm always the one saying, it's fine, Luke, it's fine. And he just fixates on it, and he won't let it go. He'll never let it go. He never compromises.
Okay, so that's
Luke. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and say, Luke is Superman.
Yeah.
Luke is Superman. He's awesome. You know, he's good that way. Lane is the Hulk because he just, that seems really weird because he's so small.
Who's that character though from Lord of the Rings? The shorter guy.
He's got like Frodo?
The big no, not the
Bilbo.
What do you call the Frodos? Like, what's their Hobbits. He's not a hobbit. What's the other guy? He's got the big beard, like the braid in his beard. No, he's the shorter guy.
Oh, Gimli.
I don't know if his name is Gimli, but he's like the real fierce warrior.
He's like the Viking guy. Okay, yeah, he is Gimli.
Okay,
that's better. Gimli. He's Gimli, yeah.
He's a tank.
Yeah, he is a tank. And he works so hard, and you could throw him off a building if you wanted to. Like, with him, the thing we always have to is like, hey, Lane, you need to do this for like 90 years, right? So maybe just, you know, take it easy, like take care of your body a little bit. But he is very passionate. He's a good friend. He's out there to help you. He's good at what he does. He's not Superman, but you know, he is.
Like, whoa, you don't have to go
back to Superman.
You don't have to compare everybody to Superman. Like Gimli's got his own.
No, Gimli's got his own thing. Yeah,
like, yeah, you got different characters. You don't have to like compare them here. Like
he's Gimli for sure. Yeah,
who's catch flack?
Okay, but who's Marty?
Marty?
Yeah, what's Marty?
Who's a character that like
Mr. Fantastic
over talks?
No, yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
Will put you to sleep.
Have you never seen the Fantastic Four? No. Like where it's all just detail oriented.
Yeah, and he's just talking. Like, is he the one narrating the whole time in that movie?
Well, yeah, I think so. He's like always talking. He's the smart one who came up with the math to do everything and figured out all the complex equations. Like Marty's super detail
he gives
oriented.
You so much detail that you're like. Generally, I start a conversation with Marty like, I want the short version. Like, quick. Like if he comes into my office, I'm like, oh. He's like, hey, do you got a minute? I'm like, no. Like
I don't have a minute.
I want the short version of whatever you're about to start telling me.
He's definitely Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else? Who else is good?
I don't know.
Oh, Matt. He's Daredevil.
Because he's deaf.
Yeah.
Isn't Daredevil blind?
Well, we can move on from that one now.
Yeah. Well, it was close.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually is really a lot like Daredevil in a lot of ways. You'll say something to Matt, just
he's kind of smiling like he can't see.
He can't hear you.
And he just can't hear, but it's like he can't see.
Yeah. I think maybe he can't see very well either, honestly, sometimes.
So he's Daredevil.
Yeah. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Say another guy.
Oh, Jamie.
Who's the what's that show? Not The Office, the other one where they're it's kind of like The Office setting,
right? Parks and Rec.
Yeah. Chris Pratt.
Yes,
he's kind of a Chris Pratt, like a little bit.
Jamie is.
Yeah,
he's just kind of in there, just kind of like making comments, just doing his own thing,
being funny.
Yeah, he's a good sidekick. He's Robin.
Robin?
Yeah,
Hood?
From Batman and Robin.
Like Robin Hood.
No, they're different people.
That's a different movie, right? Yeah, Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
I'm not really into the
He's
comics.
Batman's sidekick.
Yeah,
he's just trusty. He's always there.
Yeah, you can
need him.
Yeah,
you need him. We need Robin.
And who are you?
Jamie's
That's
Robin.
what I want to know. Like,
well,
I wish I had more people here because we could really get that dialed in.
That might be for the next podcast.
I'll have to think on that.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's move on, and then if I can think of that while we're doing this, I'll bounce back to it.
Okay, what's one thing your team does on site that perfectly sums up your company culture? Can I start?
Yeah.
Job site cleanliness.
Sorry, in what way are you talking about that? That's like
just perfect.
That's my biggest pet peeve.
What is?
The job site cleanliness. Like, I always go there and I'm like, what happened here? Like, and I always think, like, why is there so many nails and screws on the ground? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but
it was kind of a joke.
Okay. Yeah.
We're working on that. That's a work in progress.
Yeah. Like
so that was the plucky comic relief.
It's always better when I'm there, because I'm literally the guy. Like, I don't know necessarily what's happening. Like, and I'm not the brains of the operation. So when I'm on site and I got nothing to do, I'm cleaning because I just like it clean. And you wouldn't know that by looking at my office.
I'm not the brains of the operation
on the site.
Okay.
Everywhere else, brains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but we never answered the question at all.
What was the question again?
What's one thing your team does on site that perfectly sums up your company culture?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to eat Xonics on TV?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to do it then.
Yeah. Put those away.
I'm not going to have one.
Yeah, I don't know. Just hanging out. Like, I don't know.
Just hanging out. That's one thing our company does. Just sums up our company values.
Just like normal people, just doing work, but they're at work, but they're enjoying themselves. Like, you know, nobody hates it here.
Yeah. Because
like I don't think anybody hates it.
Like, remember when you're starting out a business, they always tell you got to have company values. Like, what are your company values? You got to figure that out, because if you don't have those, you're not going to be able to sell yourself. Which is weird, because like I almost never talk about our company values in customer meetings. But for us, for sure, we're a business. We got to make money, and I think a lot of other businesses are like, yeah, customer service has got to be number one. That's been a priority for us, those two. And then our third one has always been, we're stuck working, waking up every day. Like, as much as I love my job, I'd rather just be at home rich than
you'd be bored.
Working. Would I?
Yeah, you'd be so bored.
I probably wouldn't be at home.
And you wouldn't be rich. Like, you can't, like, money just has a way of, like, you just spend.
It really disperses from my pocket.
Yeah. So you need to work. Like,
No, I've always known that about myself, which is why I'm here.
Yeah.
But the company culture has always been huge for us. Like, we always thought, all of us have had bad jobs in the past, and I think we all agreed we wanted this to be home for people who could run their own business. But the thing about running a business in construction, I think you'd agree on this, is that most tradespeople don't want to run their own business. Like, you like running a business. You like the emails, and you like the accounting, and you're
just making things up right now.
You like coming up with financial forecasts and figuring out how to make all that work. Like, that's your world. Like, you live in it, you're comfortable with it. But most tradespeople, they're thinking, oh, I'm going to run my own business. I'm going to build houses. But like, somebody who runs their own business, like, how much time do you and I spend building houses?
More lately, but yeah.
Not a lot. Like, and that's the reality of a company owner. Like, if you want to build houses, like, don't run your own business, and I think that's something we've always tried to focus on. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. No, isn't that something I've always said is I want people who think they want to own their own framing business to work here, because they actually get to do what they love to do. They get compensated well for it, and they don't have to do all that other stuff that they really don't want to sign up for. The sales, the marketing, the invoicing, the QuickBooks, the accounting, the year-end stuff. They don't. Nobody who starts a construction business is thinking about that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes a lot of that stuff.
We give people a place where professionals can thrive, but be a part of a team and actually do what they love to do. I mean, that's always been our goal. So when you say, what is something that sums up our team, I think it's like the amount of time everybody wants to spend together at the end of the day, or even on the job over lunch or something. People don't avoid each other.
Yeah, except Jamie
in this place of work
on Wednesday.
No, Jamie loves hanging out.
No, he didn't eat lunch with us, though.
No, he didn't. But he wanted to.
No, he did. I give him a hard time for it.
That is the thing, though. Yeah. Like, that is, I think, most of the time what makes this business good. It's like, it helps me wake up. I really like the people here, and I want to do well for them. Like, some days when I think, why did I do this? I mean, well, I'm going to be battling in construction out there somewhere. At least this is a place where, I really enjoy the people who work here, and we're a team.
I got to ask you, though, is it way too hot in here? I'm cooking right now.
We'll take your hoodie off, Superman.
I got a dirty shirt on.
Do you just want to do this right now? You just got the Superman
gotta
jersey
shut
on
this
right now.
fire
We
off,
planned
though,
this the whole time.
Where's the remote? Shut this fire off. It's way too hot. Like,
We'll take a quick spot.
that's the TV again.
You asked that.
Oh, it's right. Oh no, I don't know, Jesse. Where'd you put the remote? We can't have that thing on. Like, I'm frying. I'm overheating here. Like, my brain's not even working.
I've been sweating bullets since we started.
It's so hot. Like, is this thing working? It's not on.
It is 100
Dude,
degrees.
is this thing?
Do you not know how to use a remote?
Well, it doesn't have any power. Is all I'm saying.
Here.
Oh goodness, so
You
hot.
gotta- you gotta-
And I got a toque on. I can't take it off because I got just like my hair. Well, the little hair I have is a mess.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're rolling again. How we got the fireplace off? We were cooking.
We got some like
We got
marketing
Lucas
here.
behind the camera here, and
This
he's
moment.
sweating bullets.
This moment is brought to you by Better Call Hall from Hall's Law Office.
All right, moving on. Were we finished your last question? I couldn't think anymore. It was so
I think
hot.
so. Yeah. What was it? I don't know.
I don't remember. Did I ask you about?
Well, you were agreeing with me. Like, what's one thing your team does on site that perfectly sums up your company culture?
Yeah, I don't know. Like site time. They like. I wasn't arguing. I was just saying. I don't know. They just hang out like they're normal people. Like they don't just do weird things like eat their lunch in the corner of the basement by themselves on a job site. You know, they just hang out. They get along.
They genuinely enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Okay. I don't think I was disagreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the funniest or weirdest thing you've ever uncovered during a reno in our business? Like, what's the craziest thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if like there's any like real gold there. Like,
No.
like I mean, I would say the things that we're constantly uncovering that shocks me is like just like footings at like grade level, like no frost protection.
Yeah, that's.
They're just moving with the seasons, and that's been the case since they were built.
Or maybe we just don't need footings as deep as they tell us we do. Like.
Not really to roll the dice on that one, that's for sure. But that's kind of like it's come
Yeah.
up quite a few times. You're just like dig a foot, and it's like, okay, here's the
footing.
footing.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing crazy there really.
No,
I mean, there probably is something funny, but
all right, hit me.
what's the? I don't know if I asked you this one already, but what job or which project taught you the most? Which project do you think you learned the most from? And what did you learn?
There's a lot to
I don't
learn.
know.
Like I think, like there's a lot to learn. Like what's
Yeah,
something significant?
Do you have a specific project where it was something clicked for you? Where it's like, oh yeah, that's how you do this. Like for instance, I was we were talking about scheduling the other day, and you had that light bulb moment where you didn't even, where I was telling you what critical path was. You don't even know what critical path is in a schedule.
No, I know what it is.
No, only because I told you that now you know.
I know what it is.
Now
I just
you know.
never called it that before.
Yeah, what did you
It's
call
like
it?
important stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff that keeps the project moving.
Yeah, but everybody else in the industry would call it critical path, and you just think that's dumb.
Well,
Which
I
is
just think it's a
classic
fancy
you.
word.
It's classic you.
I think it's a fancy word that like no tradesperson's using.
It's two smaller words. Critical path. 3 syllables, 1 syllable.
efficient.
You do whatever you want. No one's going to know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not
We
what I was
agreed
getting
that
at.
it makes sense
Yeah.
when you say
Well,
it.
it
I
makes the
just
most
think,
sense, and
holy
it's kind of
cow,
recognized.
Who's this fancy pants saying critical path?
Yeah. Anyways, is there a project that you have in mind where you like learn something, or
Well, I think I got
like I
several.
can answer
like,
if you want, but you go first.
No, you answer first if you got something. What's one you learned?
Yeah, I think like obviously our Palmer build was, we're trying to pull off 4,000 square foot house, fully landscaped, fully furnished in 7 months over the wintertime. Just learning what our limitations are working in
But we did
Canada.
But we did do it.
Yeah, we got 90% there before they needed.
But it goes back to what we were talking about. Sustainability.
Yeah, not sustainable.
That word, sustainability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not sustainable.
That's a hard thing to learn in business. You got to create a program that's sustainable, because there's lots of things we can pull off that you just can't do every day. You just burn people out.
That's probably the project I learned the most on.
And that makes sense because you were the project manager on that one. So it really stressed you out. Yeah. Probably more than me. I was like going on vacation in Scotland.
I remember.
And having like a good time. Not a care in the world.
Yeah. We all remember that. Oh. Yeah. Nobody else forgot that either. Luke and I actually talk about it frequently, where we think like, just characterized you for us like eternally.
I'm just chill. Yeah.
All right. So if you don't have an answer to that, I guess.
Well, no, I could have an answer for that. Like I think it's on renos more than anything. Like when we initially started our business, I just thought, at least me anyway, I just thought, renos, we'll just run them like a normal construction business. And I think like often they are ran that way, where you just schedule trades, and when one finishes, you get the next one in there when they're available. But the thing is that, as you know, there's lots of lag days in a schedule.
Oh, now you're using
for
words
new home construction
recognized across the industry.
Yeah.
But you won't use critical path.
No. So like we got lots of feedback from customers, and it wasn't like, hey, I've got some advice for you. Feedback often comes across like, is anybody coming today?
Yeah.
And you just kind of get the vibes from customers that, and we try to listen, this isn't really working for them, so then we changed our model with renos that it's our own team, like our own crews on it, and someone's got to be on site every day, because you've disrupted their entire home and they're just getting by until they get back in. And so it's so important to just have the project, people on site start to finish. Use your own guys, so you're not, stringing together as much. You can't compartmentalize the tasks quite like you do in new home construction, because even though that's efficient in new home construction, in a reno, it just slows the project down, which is what they really care most about. So that I really learned that, that was different. I changed the way that we run our business that way to make it better for our customers.
Nice. Okay, my last question is, if budget was...
Hold on,
you're going to cut me off?
Well, I just gave you that, good answer, and it just seemed like you were that enthused with it.
I just agreed with you. What, did you want, a high five? Come here, buddy.
I would have wanted...
Bring it in.
Yeah, that's what I wanted initially.
Bring it in.
But you know what I got? I got nice.
Yep. I don't know what...
Okay, ask me your next question.
Okay, if budget was no concern at all, you had endless pits of money, you had a G500 Gulfstream jet already, which is crazy.
It's a very specific
jet. If you had that jet already and you had no budget to build a house, what's this crazy feature that you're going to put in your house? What are you doing? What's the one thing you're doing?
Just one thing?
Just one thing.
I've got a list of things.
Just one thing.
That
I don't want to know about all of them. Just what's the top of the list?
Where you build the two sides of the house, like the corner of the main living room or dining room area, so that it's a curtain wall that can completely open up, so your indoor space just communicates with the outdoor space, but on a massive level. So you run the beam structure from the furthest corner of the house all the way out to the outside of the deck, and then you tie it in with a steel beam the other way, so that everything above can be fully floating when the whole half of the house opens up, and now your indoor and outdoor space is totally communicating. That's the dream. List. Yeah, I want that. Or a pool.
Yeah, pool would be pretty cool.
I want to build a pool.
Pool.
In-ground pool, a real one, tiled. I would love to build a pool. Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. There's so many cool ideas, but I seen on Instagram the other day, a friend sent it to me, where this guy has
You're on Instagram?
I'm on Instagram again, yeah. Big news. Last post, October 2022, I think. So
nice.
I'm back. I'm back in style. I haven't made a post yet, but anyways, this guy has a Ferrari or whatever, and he's got a car lift. So he comes into his like, not even a garage, just like part of his house, but he rolls his Ferrari into his house essentially onto a car lift. And then it basically, whatever, he presses a button and it like brings his Ferrari up into the second floor living space. And I just thought, man, that's so cool. Just got your Ferrari inside your house. Like, doesn't seem practical at all. But we're talking like Gulfstream jet money here, so.
Right. See, I had like the opposite
And I'm not even a car guy.
when it comes to garage stuff. The opposite idea where you can bring the car into the garage and you're driving essentially onto a lift, and then it disappears like in a basement below the garage,
Like in a vault.
and then closes up.
And then what?
You still got your space up above, but your car.
But now you got your Ferrari like where you can't even see it. Can't even appreciate it.
Yeah, like I guess I just don't. I'm not a car guy. I guess I'm
fair
more
enough.
thinking about putting them away and getting my.
Yeah, but how about putting your car away? Like you just tuck it away into your secondary living room. It's like, yeah, car goes up to the living room. And
That's cool. Yeah.
we're just talking about things that we're never going to do, but it's kind of cool.
Like I would
I'll
never
send you the
drive a
reel.
Ferrari.
I'll send you the reel.
I can't even get into a car that.
No, you're
small.
more of like a
like you know,
Prius.
like you gotta like
Honda
slip
Prius.
in and duck your head like
Hybrid.
this to get into those cars, like Porsches and stuff. Like we had a buddy who has Porsche, and like to get into that car, you gotta like. My knees don't bend like that. You're sitting too low. I'm a Bronco guy, like old school Bronco. You gotta like that could go up in my lane.
Okay.
All refurbished.
That's cool too.
Yeah, but it would have to be connected with Bluetooth, like updated, like dash, because I can't stand driving and not having like the music and my phone come through in the vehicle. I can't stand it. Like that's my biggest pet peeve with like classic cars. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but really annoying.
Yeah. Do you remember back in the day when you used to have your like iPod, or not even an iPod, just the MP3 player, and you'd like plug it into the tape that would go into the, I don't even know what you called it, like where the tape went into the
Cassette player?
yeah, the cassette. And it had the cord coming out of the tape, and you'd plug that into your MP3. Did you ever do that, or was that just me? You've never done that? Like you had it, literally, there was like a tape that went into the cassette, and it had a little cord that came off the cassette, and you plug that into your MP3 player.
No, I
and
never
then you
had
could
that.
listen to music through that.
No, I never had that.
Okay, but what about the one where you had?
I'm more of a
this is a real
5-track
sidebar,
guy.
but did you have the one where it was like you plugged it into the aux spot or whatever on your MP3 player, and then it like tuned into your, like you picked a radio station?
Oh, I still have that in one of my, yeah,
Okay.
still have that. That's,
You've never had the tape one though, eh?
No. Oh, yeah, maybe I did.
You didn't drive old enough cars.
No, I definitely did. My first car was
definitely did.
my first car was that old Oldsmobile.
That wasn't even that old though.
It's pretty old.
How old was it though? Like that thing was like 95. That wasn't even old.
95?
Yeah, like
I don't think
1995.
so. What was it called? Delta 88.
No, it wasn't.
Had the couches and stuff. Yeah. No, because Marty's was the maroon one. That was a little bit newer.
Yeah,
Mine
you
was
had the Crown
square.
Victoria, didn't you?
No, Marty had the Crown Vic.
Oh, Marty
that was
had the Crown
after the Delta 88.
Nice. Yeah. I had it like, mine was a 87 Chevy Sprint.
You know what's weird about that?
It was
Have you
sweet.
noticed that? Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, that's fine. Nobody
Like-
cares about the 87
The-
Chevy Sprint.
The seats in vehicles have gotten like less comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Over time goes on. It's like when they were trying to make phones smaller and smaller, and now it's gone the opposite. Like in that Delta 88, I had couches.
No,
Full
you just surfing
plus
down the road.
Couches, yeah. And the air ride on that thing,
Yeah.
like the suspension, it was just
That's the way of the world though. Everything is gone that way.
get shittier before it gets better.
Yeah, I guess. They're going to have to bleep that out. Gets better.
Do you have any more questions?
No,
on
I'm
the show?
done. I got thoughts, questions, and concerns.
Okay, what's one question? Like, what's one question you'd have for me? You know, when you're diving into the wisdom vessel,
Oh,
the
goodness.
chest, you know, the tickle trunk. That was a lot of references all at once, eh?
Oh,
Kind of blew your mind. You feel like you're sitting with a dragon.
Like, I
right
know
now?
you pretty well, so I don't really, there's not much that's left to my imagination, like, that I wonder about at night. The only thing I ever wonder, that's coming across really weird. The only thing I really wonder about is the weird things you do. Like, why do you close your eyes when you're talking to people? Why do you drive in the left lane while we're going down the highway? why are you so convinced that the left lane is your lane and that when people come up behind you, you move over? That makes no sense. Why
Are
do you
you
do that?
following the 3 questions in one?
No, I'm just
model?
like,
That's been
these are the
presented
things
here
I
on
still
this
haven't
one.
figured out about you. Everything else, I know you. But like, what else is there? I don't know. It's I'd have to make a pretty lengthy list, but those are like the top of my list. Why do you close your eyes?
I'm closing my eyes, but I think my body naturally does it because when I'm thinking, I need less distraction.
It's like
I'm a little bit ADD,
it's like a protection measure.
It's just like I need to think really clearly
you guys can't see
about
me.
what I'm saying, so I'm going to remove all distractions so that I can think clearly and deliver the words exactly how I want to, as fast as I can.
Yeah, such a weird behavior.
Well, it's a lot of thinking that goes on in here.
Lots of people do like 2 things simultaneously. Like they have their eyes open.
Well, I'm talking and thinking.
Yeah, but if you're talking to somebody,
Well, you said lots of the people do 2 things simultaneously.
well, 3 even, like
Oh,
3, 4, 5. Like people, it's crazy what people can do. But you're limited. I get it. Like you close your eyes, that's fine. It's just weird. I just wonder. That's like if we're like wondering about, everything else. Like we've worked together for like 7 years, been friends for like 20 years. Like, what don't I know about you already? What do you think?
That's really interesting that you're really quickly able to come up with so many questions, because I have the same trouble. It's like, yeah, I know everything about you. Like, what is there to know? What's a building trend that you think needs to disappear? Something clients love but builders secretly wish would die off?
I don't know. Like, I'm really not.
What's something you just hate?
I'm not a huge fan of vinyl siding. I'm not going to lie. Like
Vinyl siding?
Vinyl siding. Everybody has it. I know it's like everywhere, but I just think like it's garbage.
That's funny.
But it's really affordable and it makes sense in a lot of
I had you
ways.
pick the drywall returns.
I would say that, but it's so popular right now. I just don't want to be that guy that's like drywall returns are so disgusting and you shouldn't do that. But my only reason I really don't like drywall returns is because of condensation issues in a house if you don't have an HRV. If you have an HRV, no problems at all. They should be perfectly fine, except for that if you have 6 kids. I don't know if they're good for that.
Because they're just not as durable.
Just not as durable.
And you're a big
I'm like
function over fashion.
Yeah, function over fashion.
Function over fashion.
Like you want the fashion, but function over fashion. And drywall returns, I just could, like with the kids in the house, I just feel like they would trash them. Like my daughter's like up on the windowsill, like walking, touching the window, and I just think, man, that drywall return is not going to hold up to that over the long term. Also, not terribly hard to fix either, though. So, but yeah, but vinyl siding, I just think, man, I wish we weren't at a place in the industry where the cost of everything is so high that you're limited to just going with the products that have been designed to fit a budget. And that's what vinyl siding is. It looks good, especially in the first, 5 to 10 years, but you get 15 years of vinyl siding and it just starts to kind of gives you that trailer trash vibe. You don't get, it's just not really that nice for product.
Right.
Like as opposed to like,
and we don't like
XL.
people who live in trailers.
No, we do, but just saying, if I could pick something, it'd probably be
that.
It'd be vinyl siding or like just all the unfortunate things that happen in a normal home build, which is you get cornered into picking certain products that aren't quality, but they fit the budget, and you have to put them in because they fit the budget. But if budget wasn't a concern and you could put the better product in that was going to last longer. I like the things that are built to last. I'm a big built to last guy. Also though, I'm guilty. I put all the cheap things in. Like I do the cheapest things sometimes because I'm like, no, this is so affordable. I can't say no to this. But in the back of my mind, I always think like, let's build it so that it's going to be, a generational type thing that you can pass down to your kids or to your family or whatever. And vinyl siding isn't that. Vinyl siding isn't even, you can't even pass it down to yourself in 15 years. Like, you got to pass yourself a reside on your house in 10 to 15 years. That's what vinyl siding is. Same with asphalt shingles. They look fine.
They have a lifetime warranty.
Yeah.
Prison rules, though. Right. 25 years of a lifetime.
25 years, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got 2.
Okay.
Over-the-range microwaves and corner pantries. Like the drywall corner pantry
so functional.
Gross. So ugly. So awful.
So functional.
Like, don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but so functional. See, that's where I get functional over style. Like,
gross.
Functional and affordable.
Oh yeah, if you want to live in an outhouse, that's functional.
It's not though.
You just
Think
sit
through
there
that.
and like
Think through
never
that.
have to go anywhere.
You got
can eat, reproduce.
You got no room for
Like-
a microwave even. So your
Corner pantries, gross.
all right. That's your
Gross. It totally destroys your kitchen. You got like
Very
you're
functional.
trying to create something that's like symmetrical and beautiful, and then you just got this friggin' boom tumor right there. Makes your crown all messed up, and like it just totally destroys the look of a kitchen. I mean,
Sure.
kitchens are nice
I
until
agree,
you
yeah.
add a corner pantry.
Yeah, if budget were no concern ever, like I would say, like
Corner pantries,
Corner
are gross.
pantry.
And
Get rid
over the
of
range
it.
microwaves. They don't even work, and they're ugly.
Yeah,
Those are the two.
I don't like. I don't even
I
like.
could never
I
see
don't even
those
like a
again in a
microwave
house
in the
and be
kitchen.
happy.
Like a microwave on
No.
the counter. Okay, but would you rather a microwave on the counter or an over the range mic? Because that's what it used to be. You used to have your microwave on the counter physically.
Nothing can be on my counters.
No, but it would
So,
you? Like,
no, I'd put
listen,
it over the range.
You do go over the range.
I would
okay.
go over the range.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it on my counter. But okay, what's a trend you really like that you think, yeah, that's a banger of a trend. Every house should have that.
Like I really like custom tile showers with like walk-in custom
Yeah.
tile shower. I just think that looks good. It's always going to look good. They're
Spend a
built,
lot of
they're
time
built to
there.
last.
You spend more time probably showering.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
enjoy,
hygienic.
it's more of like you enjoy the
Yeah.
bathroom experience more.
Yeah. And so you're cleaner in general.
Sure.
Probably most of the plagues have been eliminated by tile showers and cleanliness.
maybe that or
We only get one.
oh, okay.
It's my turn.
That's what I have to land on.
You get
I
one.
was just
Yeah,
from my
tile
hip.
shower.
Okay, I don't
Yeah.
like that, but
No, butler pantries. For me, it's like a no-brainer. It's like, why haven't we been doing this forever? Just
Yeah,
cut
budgets.
out. No, it's not that expensive. You want Quasimodo in the corner there, but you can't just make it a little bigger for a butler pantry. Like, no, butler pantries
Yeah, it's
are
way
awesome.
more money.
Plus, I never want anything on my countertop.
Telling people lies
So
right
you
now.
have nice countertop space where you got your KitchenAid mixer and the pantry that's big enough for it, and you just make your kitchen smaller if you have to, but have that space where it's kind of more of a mess, more functional, and then have your entertaining area. I
Yeah.
think that's like
If budgets
we're
were-
seeing lots of it
if budgets weren't a concern,
with budgets where they're at now.
No.
people are doing it all the time. It's like
like the higher
it's
end
up
budgets,
there
yeah,
on the request list
for sure.
like more than ever.
It does look
and I
nice.
think it makes a lot of sense.
Especially if your butler's pantry intersects with your mudroom. And
Oh
like
yeah,
your back
you
entry.
get that three
Yeah.
trifecta thing where you come out of the
Laundry room,
garage,
mudroom, butler
and you can
pantry.
just go in with your groceries to there, and
Yeah.
you working in the garage, and you can go
Yeah.
grab a granola
Okay,
bar.
I do want to have another one, and like of things I don't like that I'd like to see gone that we probably won't ever see gone in town, anyways, is just front garage being the whole front of the house. Like that is a pet peeve of mine, where your triple car garage is the entire front of your house. I'm a big like if you can have a side garage or a rear garage entry, and you have the architectural appeal of
Right.
the street side of the house,
like
isn't just
maybe
garage
like a
doors.
front veranda.
Yeah.
like everybody sees those like houses down south, and they're like a estate home. They're like, why is that house so beautiful? How come we can't make them that nice here? It's because it's all garage.
Yeah.
You've got a garage on the front of your house.
Okay. What's your favorite building TV show?
Oh, Brian Ballmer, anything he's in.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Brian
I think
Ballmer is number one.
Mine's a
for sure.
podcast, which is also a TV show, but the Build Show podcast with Matt Reisinger.
Oh yeah,
It's really good.
yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
Probably more for like builders,
but
you know,
also
like
people who want to build a home. It's like gives you all.
You would learn a lot.
You could listen to all his podcasts, and you'd know exactly what you want to build your house, and it would cost you way more to do it then, because now you think you need to use all these products he thinks are great, which they are great, but they're more money for sure.
Yeah, my
But
favorite
built to last.
My favorite thing about the Brian Ballmer shows is it's like classic. You're building a project and you've got a bunch of things done, and you haven't planned on this aspect that their designer or the customer or his wife is now bringing into like the request table in the middle of a build, when you've got, you know, a critical path already planned out. You know?
Yeah.
And they're like, it wouldn't be that hard to do X. And he just always kind of looks at the camera like in that way, where you just feel it like right to your heart. Like you just know he doesn't need to say anything, and he just always does that. And that's my favorite thing about the show is just those moments where he looks at the camera and you know everything he's thinking.
Yeah. I like him a lot. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, worst job on site for you. What's the worst job on site?
Oh, I know what yours is. I
I
absolutely
don't even know what
yours
mine is. What's yours?
Worst job on site?
Yeah. What's mine if you're so you don't even know yours? But
Drywalling. I hate it.
Okay.
I hate boarding. It's the absolute worst. The dust,
Oh.
the cutting, your hands are all chalked up, like your nose is full of this stuff, like boarding specifically. Like I'd rather mud and tape or anything. Like boarding, I can't stand it.
Mine is sewer augering. Mm-hmm. And every time I have to go auger my mom's sewer for her, I'm just like,
No, that's true. I always have to help you.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's the funniest thing I've ever
seen. It's the worst
seen.
job ever.
Like you can't even stay in the room.
No.
You just have those moments where you're like,
smell.
I just need a second.
Yeah, that smell is just awful. Nobody should have to do that. Mm-hmm. That's what we need AI robotics for, like augering sewers. If that's the first job that gets eliminated, that would be an accomplishment for society. A robot that just comes in, a little Tesla, comes into your basement, and a little Tesla, he's like, hey, I'm here to auger your sewer. He just rolls down your stairs. He's got his auger, just comes out of his arm, like out of his body, just starts augering your drains. Like that's like, we should hit up Elon on Twitter and be like, dude,
right,
this is the first thing you need your robots to do.
Because he's in our contacts.
Yeah. Well, no, you just got to hit him up on Twitter, man.
Oh,
yeah. Or X or whatever they call it now.
Okay. What's your favorite project that you have coming down the line? Like, what's the one you're looking forward to? Like, what is the like you're stoked about it? Like you're stoked about this project.
Okay. Yeah, that's tough.
There's
a lot of really cool projects that we're doing this year. And I don't want to exclude any of them because I'm kind of excited about all of them.
They're good for different ways. Like Manitou Lake Bible Camp.
Yeah.
Like we're involved in that one. That's so awesome.
Yeah. That's
like helping them get their new camp up and running.
Yeah, that's sweet. But yeah, if we're going to be exclusive and pick a favorite, we're part of, we're doing an addition on our building, obviously. And we're building the addition, but then we're also doing the tenant improvements for the business that's going inside.
Yeah,
and,
the tenant improvements.
The tenant improvements.
That's what I thought. That was my guess. That was my guess for you, is that you'd be excited about that tenant improvement.
I'm excited about that. It's going to be cool. It'll be cool in Lloyd.
Yeah. Can you elaborate at all on what?
That's the details.
That's as far as you're going to go. Stay tuned.
It's not my place.
For the tenant improvement on the addition we're doing. Yeah. Who's moving in there? We're stoked about it.
It's going to be sweet.
And we get to really show off kind of a lot of the skill sets in-house, which is also really awesome.
Can you guys elaborate how big was the Manitou project?
13,000 square feet. It is a 13,000 square foot building. It's awesome. It's really going to be great for that camp, for all the kids who go there. I think it'll be a lot more functional. You know, obviously it's awful what happened.
Yeah, they had
the camp.
Well, they had the original building, and then they had just built a new building.
Yeah,
and both of those burnt down. And so now they're building one facility that's accomplishes what those two buildings did before. So yeah, it's a big project, and we're doing.
And there's so many people like pitching in for that. Like there's so many companies that are involved in that build.
Yeah,
that are not only Feldspar. Like they're not only like helping build it, but they're giving back, like making commitments to give back a portion of the proceeds to the camp. It's just it's so great to see good companies pulling together to pull off a project that's for something so awesome. Mm-hmm. Right now we're working big time with Feldspar, and they've been awesome. Where do you see the future of building?
Like in every aspect?
Yeah, like where do you see it going? Because people are always asking me, like, oh, do you think it's affordable housing?
Oh, as far as like cost goes, like I don't foresee there being any difference in price. Like it's never been cheaper to build a home
than today.
That's been the same forever. So yeah, as far as cost goes, those are always going to go up. That's just how the world works. We just inflate our dollar and everything just gets more expensive. So that's depressing, but you should build today and then it won't cost you more tomorrow.
That's why you need to build your first house.
Yeah.
Get in the market.
Get in the market. But as far as like the actual building of our homes go, I mean, like we've come a long way in like 30 years. I mean, as far as efficiencies go and everything like that. So I imagine there's going to be more regulations towards being efficient and building better homes and more efficient homes than we're at right now. As far as like labor goes, I don't see Elon's Tesla robots coming in and taking over the.
They're not replacing you at your mom's anytime soon.
No, like I don't think a sewer auger Tesla is coming out anytime soon, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the future.
Mm-hmm.
Robots.
Yeah, people always ask me about affordable homes.
Can I have a robot out there nailing the shingles on? Like,
he can be slow, but he's working 24/7.
But every robot is going to need like 10 people, just to keep up with the robot. It's going to create more jobs. That's
all
what
the
I think.
Updates.
Yeah,
software updates.
No, like you're going to need more people to like work with the robots. It's going to create more jobs. I think it'll be more productive.
Nothing to be worried about there.
I don't know. I think that's our kids' problem, honestly.
Jamie will be a lot safer, hopefully.
How so?
I don't know.
Okay.
What's the worst job / build you've ever seen? That's a touchy question.
I don't know.
All
Worst
right.
job, worst build, like for us or for somebody else.
Don't you have questions to ask me? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm really leading the charge
most
on this.
embarrassing client moment.
Most embarrassing,
most embarrassing client moment. Like you wouldn't even know it usually because your eyes are closed when you're talking to a client.
What's yours? Do you have one? I have one.
Not right off the top of my head.
Okay, remember, like such great clients. What's their name?
Probably don't need their name, but yeah.
We don't need their name?
Probably not.
Remember,
We don't want to out them.
right? We were going to build a house for them, but they wanted RV parking.
Okay. I'm still not tracking.
But their house was designed to be all to the
Oh,
wrong
yeah, yeah,
side
yeah, yeah.
of the lot.
Yeah,
So
their
then-
house, their foundation went in on the wrong side of the lot. Their lot plan was designed with the RV parking non-existent. And their
Non-existent,
foundation
yeah.
went in. Yeah.
And then
That's
he
super
called me
embarrassing.
that one day and he said, "Hey, the house is looking great, but where's the RV parking?" So we took that one over as a spec house.
Yeah.
And we built them a house
3 doors down.
3 doors down with RV parking.
Yeah, that was
That was the most embarrassing.
for sure. That's up there.
Yeah.
It's got to take the cake. It's got to take the cake.
Yeah. It's like, what do you say when the client calls you and goes, "Where's my RV parking?"
Yeah.
You know what
I'm
I
glad he
said?
called you, honestly.
Yeah. Because I just said, "That's a great question. Let me look into it." And I looked into it and I thought, where
It's in
is
your front yard, man.
It's in your front yard.
We planned it right in front of your house. You just pull your RV in right in front.
You know what? It's 3 doors down.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And that's what I told him. Yeah.
I don't have any more
Hit me
questions.
up.
I got none.
You don't have any more questions?
Nope.
You can't read that or what?
I went through them all. Worst job on site.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Nice.
All right, right on. Anything else you guys want to touch on?
Nope.
Oh, I'm getting kind of tired, honestly.
I think we need an outro.
Oh, an outro. Are we still rolling?
Yeah, it's still going.
Cool. Well, it's been great chatting with you, Jesse.
Should we shake hands?
Nope, I don't think so.
Do we look at the camera now?
Nope. I don't know.
Should we do it together?
What do they do on an outro? On the Build Show podcast, he does this super annoying thing.
Yeah.
And I actually hate it. And I
Yeah.
don't know why he does it. But he's like, what's his thing? Something about the Build Show podcast or something. It's like, man, that is so annoying. I can't believe you do that. And I can't believe your show is so popular. You know what I mean? Have you listened to his podcast? Anyways, an outro. What do you want us to do?
Like, comment, subscribe. And
Okay, I got one.
Okay, but don't bot.
We got to both look at the camera at the same time, and then I'll talk. Ready?
Okay.
Okay. 1 second.
Hold on, are you counting us down?
No. You just follow my lead.
Okay.
Okay?
But am I saying anything?
No.
Okay.
Just look pretty.
Okay, but
Okay.
like keep your eyes open and smile. Okay?
I will.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
If you like this content, let us know. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Share it, and if you want to see more of it, then we'll be here.